Hey, hiya folks, it's Denbigh Honey again. Sorry I've not been on for the last couple of weeks. Me and my queen have been away for a few days in the sun. Back now though. I've done a thorough inspection before we went. I identified a couple of issues that we had that I needed to sort out when we got back. Hopefully today when we check through, none of them have decided to leave us. I've had 2 new queens delivered today. Here they are, I'll show you them. BS Honeybees, these ones are from. I've had some from Northumberland Honey Co and Blank Mountain Honey. I like to give everyone a little bit of business if I can. I know that I'm only a small little player in this, but I think if I can help anyone out one day in the future, if we expand, we'll get a bit of help back too. So yeah, so one colony I've got, I know is queenless. They killed the last queen I introduced, partially my own fault. I went in before I should have done, and they bored her and killed her. So I'm going to check that colony today. Hopefully there's no laying workers in there. If that's the case, I'll have to shake them out. That's the end of that colony. And but if they're not laying workers in there, we're going to stuff a queen in. And I might put a couple of frames of fresh brood in there as well, so at least they'll have something to look after when she comes out. That's the plan on that one. And also I'm going up the woodland apiary in a bit after I've done this lot, and we're going to make our last split for 2024. So that's really preparations for next winter. Now I've also, after that, I'm going to go round next weekend now and lift all the rest of the honey off the hives, because that's it, near the end of the season. Round here, there's not much going on with pollen and that sort of stuff. It looks like it's slowing right down now. So we'll do that. We're going to feed them, and then we're going to put treatment in for varroa mite. And then really that's preparation for winter is probably about done, other than a couple of last inspections. But what I'll do, I'm going to take the video down now, try and video some of it. Probably not all of it, because I need to concentrate, and I can't multitask. That's what the wife says. So anyway, bear with me and I'll catch you in a bit. Right, we're down at the hives now. I'm all suited up, checking all my zips and that ready. Because this is the one where I've got the no queen in. So I'm going to go through this now and we'll have a look, see what we've got. And if they're laying workers, which means that, you know, that one of the females, the workers, is trying to lay eggs because they've been queenless for so long, I shall just shake them out, and that's the end of that hive. There is ways of trying to sort the problem out, but it's really difficult, and it's too late on in the year to be, to be trying that. So if they are laying workers, I'm going to shake them out. If they're not, I'm going to put a new queen in. There's a chance, just to try and keep them, try and survive, keep them living. So we'll go through it now and have a look. Bearing in mind, I've already had a crop off these. Yeah, they're drawing out lovely, look. So we'll take that when we get back in a week or so. We'll take that off, and that's another crop, a bonus crop. A lot of people would leave that on for the bees for the winter. But I think we'll take it off and feed them. Still quite a lot of bees in here. But what they'll probably do is backfill all this with nectar. We'll have a look. plenty of pollen in that frame, but no eggs. That's what we want. But these have had 2 queens, this one has. The first time, I'm really not sure what happened to the queen, if I'm honest. But the second introduction, my own fault. But I'm on a journey, I'm learning. You know, it's all about learning, isn't it? You learn from your mistakes. You learn from your mistakes. Quite costly mistakes as well this time, but it's okay. So what I will do with these is I'm going to put a frame of eggs from another colony in here. Not eggs, brood, and I'll introduce a queen to that. Not a problem. Yeah, nothing. So these are hopelessly queenless, it's classed as now. I'm lucky it's not been too long. The workers haven't decided to start laying themselves. I know there's no virgins in here. 100%. Now what I'm going to do is go nick a frame of eggs out of these other eyes. We'll have a look. Probably put that on top of it. This hive, these are the ones that are trying to supersede the queen at the moment. So, we'll have a look and see what's happening. Because if this, I've knocked a couple of the sows down last time, but if they're still doing it, I'm just going to let them carry on with it. The one good thing about it so far no signs of swarm, so I'm hoping that's quite heavy. I'm hoping that the swarming is gone this season, and we won't lose any, or I haven't lost any since last week. About a hive, because I've got the frames in the cold way here, whereas I normally use warm way now, because it's easier to take the frames out and inspect. So we'll have a look, see what we've got. Anything's possible in this one. Propolis is mad in here as well. There's loads of it. It's supposed to be worth some money, I think, if you can harvest it. It's got good, some special properties in it, but I've not really looked into that yet. So I'm just cleaning the tops of the hives off, giving me a bit of a chance. These are really stuck down these frames. I remember though, when I first started, I used to get really sort of anxious about this. Quite enjoy it now. And also, you start to notice a bit more stuff. Whereas you go in when you're learning and you're like, yeah, you hear people saying about patterns and all that. And you're like, yeah, but if you're honest with yourself, you don't really know what they're on about. But I've just started to sort of appreciate what all the other sort of mentors, if you like, say. And yeah, but these are calm bees, but they just don't, they won't accept this new queen. So if I find any more cells, supersede jar, which is one really, or two at a push, I'm going to leave them this time. And let them get on with it. See what happens. We've got eggs, so she's still here somewhere. Lots of eggs. These are definitely laying up for winter now. 100%. Couple of drone cells in here. Fresh brood. See, there's no egg in that, so we're all right. She's laying up lovely. I actually had to mark this girl again. When I got her, she got a green dot on her, because that's the colour for this year. And a couple of wasps just come in there, and it wore off. And it's really hard being an amateur finding the queen without a dot on it. So I found her again, and I've marked her up with a pink one. Spot again. See, we've got loads of brood. That looked like a start of a cell there. But I think they've decided to start taking it down because there's nothing in there. It's quite worrying. I think we're all right. I'd like to be able to find her if we can. But I found eggs, so we're all right. And she does actually like this end of the hot. Yeah. See, there's another, but they're not putting anything in them. They're like thinking about it. There's loads of brood in here. But no swarm cells this time. So it might be a case of the brooder, her own brood, is started to hatch out, and now they're accepting her. So we put a bit of smoke on. It's all good stuff, you know. I love it. You know, they might say, well, fair enough, we'll accept you. But 2 times I've been in here and they were trying to supersede her. And I knocked them back. And then I thought to myself, next time, here she is actually. She's a lovely queen, quite small. She's clipped. I got her from BS Honeybees, but we had her clipped. Let's just look. Can you see? But she looks like I'm hoping that they're thinking, right, well, she's all right now. So what I'm going to do, and that's a good lesson learned to me, because I know I'm probably rambling on because I'm trying to concentrate at the same time, but I had ordered a new queen for this hive because I thought she was doomed, but which was a shame because she's been laying really well, and like I said before, we had a couple of superseded cells over the last 2 or 3 weeks, and I was a bit bothered about that. But nothing, there's another one there, but there's nothing in the actual cells, nothing. So fingers crossed. I think they're going to accept her, which is all good news. It's all good news. So we're going to move the frames back now. But there is some honey still in the supers, so you never know, might get a bit more. But I'll make them decisions next week, because I think I don't know yet, we'll see. We'll see. I think I probably will lift them all off and extract what we can. I know Daniel, my son, wants to make some mead, so if we've got some partially capped honey, it'll be probably too much moisture in it to make any honey, because what happens if you've got too much moisture in the honey, it ferments. It'll blow your bottles up. So it has to be under, ideally, 18%. My last lot I just took off was 16.5, which is brilliant. So we've been lucky. Yeah, we've had a lucky season this year, and I've not been in the game long enough really to know what's a good season and a bad. But this is all good. So far so good. This little hive here, that ain't going to come to much, I don't think. So we'll see what happens with that one. But I'll probably end up just shaking it out. But it was only a trial anyway. So we've got one more to do up here, and then that one's done. This apiary's done, and then what we'll do, we'll go up to the woodland one and have a look what's going on up there. So that's all good. I'm quite happy with that. They did look like a cell that was a superseded cell, and then it looks like they're taking it down. So hopefully, I don't think it'll be anything that hatched, because I inspected them last week thoroughly. So I think we're all right. I think we're going to be all right with that one. So, yeah, so I'm going to check this one and then we're good to go. I'll move the camera. I will edit some of this later because it goes on a bit, doesn't it? This one's busy. These are busy. You heard of the saying, ain't you? Busy bees. That's what these look like. And we put this entrance on as well now. Coming into wasp season. So we'll put that on. It'll just reduce it a little bit. Just as a precaution. But this year so far, we've been alright. Now look, see what I've done with this? They've probably stopped bringing the honey in or, you know, stuff like that. So what I've done, I've put some empty foundation on top of them and hoping that they'll draw it out for us. So no, I won't use it this year, it won't be no good this year, but next year, when we come to start the season again, most of my frames will have fresh drawn out foundation. And they say it takes £8 honey to make £1 wax. So if we can get all these drawn out, when I put them on next year, it gives us a head start. See? Look, amazing, isn't it? Look how they draw out. Amazing, isn't it? I love it, I do. These are quite nice bees, look. Yeah. These are mongrel bees, these are a daughter from the original ones that were given to me by my mentor. And I've had copious amounts of honey off these. So I've got a bit of a soft spot for them, to tell you the truth. Although they're not like a pedigree bees, you like, classed as mongrels, they're still doing really well. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Hey? Absolutely. I love it. So we've got a bit of work to do when we get that. Yeah, look, some more. So, yeah. Good. I'm just hoping when we go in this one, we've got no swarm cells in here. I think we're cooking on gas when we'll be quite lucky. And we can concentrate on winding them up for the winter. The good thing about it as well is you're always in danger when you go in to do an inspection, squashing the queen. Don't matter how careful you are, it happens. And the last thing you want to be doing is killing the queen this late on in the season, because they've really got no time to make a new one. So, you know, what I'll probably do after next time I inspect them, I probably won't inspect them again thoroughly. I'll check them for diseases, but I'm going to have to start doing my treatment next time. So, see, when you drag them out like this, the queen can be on there and you squash her. This queen's a good layer as well. You look for eggs. Eggs, they look like I think they still do, you know, Tic Tacs. Tic Tacs, they look like that. If you see one of them, you know that she's been in there she's been in the hive, not escaped, for the last 3 days. Shouldn't really say escaped, because they are free to come and go as they please. Beekeeper's the wrong word, I think. It should be keeper of bees, because if they don't want to stay here, they'll go, they'll leave you. So really, you're just looking after them. See, I can see now that the egg's definitely laying, the egg laying is slowing right down, 100%. And all the frames, what they do, they're clearing all the frames out, ready for food, and they'll backfill all these on the outside of the nest. The nest is normally in the middle, like a rugby ball shape. And what they do, they clear it all out with the brood and that, and then they'll backfill it with food for winter. So, you know, this is, here, we've got brood there now. But no eggs yet. I mean, she had no, she's not clipped this one, so she could have swarmed. But we'll soon find out. No, we've got eggs. We've got eggs. Loads of them. She'll be around here somewhere now. And we'll have a look. Got very, very gentle. Trying not to harm any of them. I'm getting pretty good now. Handling them. Or a bit heavy handed, yeah, there's loads of eggs in there. Quite heavy handed when I first learned the art of keeping bees. And it causes a lot of trouble. But now I seem to be a bit calmer. Not seen a queen yet. She's pink as well. There she is actually. She's a lovely one as well. Look, there she is. See her? Lost her now. There she is. Yeah. Don't like sunlight, so you've got to be careful. What I'll do, because I know she's on that frame there, I'll have a quick look through these frames. She's definitely slowing up, I reckon. We'll leave on B now. Excuse the pun. That's it. So we're gonna put them away. That's it. Successful inspection on the home hive. Really pleased with that. Close them back up. I'm going to put this on. Close the thing because of wasps. Close the hole up a little bit. But really, these could do finishing off now. But the problem I've got at the minute is it's just time. But we'll sort it. We'll get sorted. That's what I was thinking. Right, so that's pretty good, that is, guys. So I've done all inspections down here and introduced a queen to that hive and put a frame of brood in there. All the other hives look great. There's super still on them, and there is some honey in them, so I'll get them off next week and start treatment and stuff like that. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to have a cup of tea first, and then I'm going to go up the wood. We'll go up the wood. I'll take a camera up there as well. I'm going to have a look at the other hives and see how they're faring. Hopefully we should be all right. Oh, and we're going to split a hive and bring it down here, I think. Split one, make one into two, bring it down here, leave it for a couple of days and bang a queen in it. Oops, sorry about that. Well, I'll catch you in a bit. Whew. All right, guys. Bit of a warm one today. I didn't do much filming on the after that last bit of video I did for you. But to update you, these are doing really well. These are the newest of the woodland apiaries, and I've just been through them all, and no swarm cells, and they're doing really well. This one, I've took a split off that, so I've took some frames, a brood, and some bees, and I'm going to add a new queen into that one in a few days' time in the split I've made, and the rest are sound. The other ones, I've inspected all them, no swarm cells, everything's doing really well. I just wish I had time to get the supers off actually this weekend, but I've not. So I'm going to have to leave them for another couple of weeks, week or two maybe. But they're all right, it's fine, everything's hunky-dory, and it's a beautiful day today. And the bees are loving it. Oh yeah, and I've put all the entrance reducers on now, because the old wasps will start showing their ugly heads and trying to rob out the hives. So I've put them on to give the bees a bit of help, because you make the entrance smaller and they come easier for them to battle off the wasps. Although, having said that, the wasps don't seem as bad this year so far. So anyway, I've got to go. I'll catch you later.